Good afternoon, Coleman Conley here from Cary with UT Tyler head coach Brent Porche and senior outfielder Kaston Mason. Coach, Kaston, great to have you out here.
Thank you for having us.
It's great to be back.
Speaking of coming back, Coach, last year I remember sitting in these chairs. The conversation we had was a combination of, hey, fresh out of D3, we're happy to be here, we feel like we belong.
Yeah.
And that definitely showed up on the field. 1 and 2 of your course here, but pitching was strong really all the way around. How did that experience prepare you and your team to get back here this year?
Yeah, for sure. I think just being in those moments and, having a lot of guys, especially a lot of guys in our lineup back, just having a feel for how the field plays here, and just how the tournament goes, all the pre-tournament stuff that goes with being here. And so, the first time you're kind of like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to figure out what's going on. And luckily this year we've got a little bit better idea of exactly what to expect. And so it's a little bit easier, a little bit less stressful. And so, thought that we kind of left some things on the table last year. Didn't play our best baseball when we were out here. And so, man, it's really been a quest since the day that we finished to, do everything that we could to be back here again this year and, be able to put ourselves in a position to play our best baseball out here and see what happens.
Kaston, you were a part of the team last year. What is it like to be back here this year, and how do you think this team has grown from last year's experience?
Yeah, it's exciting to be back for sure. Last year, things didn't go, like Coach said, the way that we wanted them to go, 1 and 2 here. I think we were a little happy with just being here, and I think things are a little different this year. From the start, the goal is to win a national championship. It's not just to make it to Cary.
Now, talk about the Supers. Mm-hmm. You're on the road against the #1 team in the nation, and you take them to Game 3. Mm-hmm. What was that atmosphere like? How did it feel? Yeah,
it was unbelievable. I mean, that place was, that crowd was loud. It was definitely a tough place to go into and, take down the #1 team in the country, but I think we kept proving ourselves right. I mean, we know how good we are, and just carrying that into that energy that we gained from that confidence.
Coach, how about you? I mean, we've seen this team not only beat Colorado Mesa in the Supers, you also had to beat Angelo State 4 times in the span of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They are absolutely no slouches. We've seen them on trophies.
Yeah.
What has it been like to see the resilience of this team and the toughness over the season?
I think playing in our league and playing in some tough environments on the road, whether it be because of the crowd or whether it just be because of the environmental factors, 4-game series, playing nobody but your conference. There's a lot of things that test our team throughout the year. And, having to do some of those things this year and getting to play more baseball games, playing in the, all the way through the conference tournament and winning it, and then having to turn right back around and play Angelo again in a regional. And then, the environment in Grand Junction was as good as probably I would say I've ever played in, as good as I've been a part of as long as I've been doing this. And so I think they set a record for crowds in 2 of the 3 nights that we were there. They were definitely rowdy, and they definitely didn't like us or the umpires. And so, it was a very, very intense environment to play in, and, our guys really thrive in that. And so, it was just, really excited to see our guys step up. I mean, won the first one. It was what you would expect in Grand Junction, Colorado, and then got our butt kicked in the second one. And then, at the end of the day, when our back's against the wall, we've played our best baseball. And so hopefully we can continue to do that out here.
Your team has been described as someone looking to start that D2 dynasty. Mm-hmm. What is it like to look back on not just the experience that you have, but also the success that you had at the D3 level and bring that forward here for a second year? Yeah, I mean,
since we've moved to Division II, college baseball has changed a lot in the last, 5, 6, 7 years. And, I think just being able to adapt with the game, and that goes from, development to recruiting. Really, it's, we're very fortunate and blessed that we have an administration and a university that supports us in the way that they do, which has allowed us to continue to evolve as a program. And then I've got a coaching staff, man, that works really hard. Coach White and Coach Pope have been with me this entire time. We've been able to keep our staff together through this kind of build into Division II, and so I think that's a big part of the success is being able to keep a staff together. It's difficult to do, especially when they're really good at their jobs. And then adding Coach Robinson to that mix this year as well. And last year we were down a full-time staff member when we were out here, and to have just another person on our staff to be able to just help with recruiting and scouting and all the things that go into making a program what it is. I got to give a lot of credit to our staff, and then I got to give a ton of credit to our players. Not just the guys that are here, but the ones that have kind of set the foundation for us to get here. And that's, you can look to guys that were in our program for 4 or 5 years, that were through the transition, as well as guys that were only in it for 1 year last year that it really helped us to kind of break through and get here. And then we've got a lot of guys that have been with us for 3, 4, 5 years that are a part of the lineup this year, that were also a part of the lineup here when we played last year and played a lot. And so, it takes a lot of people to make a program successful, and we're fortunate to have a lot of really good people around our program.
Kaston, on a lighter note, I understand this team has a lot of fun, especially with all that continuity that your coach is talking about. Are there any sellies we need to watch out from the dugout this week?
I think our double selly is probably the best. That brings some energy, I think.
Can we get a
dugout?
I guess. I stand up.
Yeah, make it happen.
It's right here.
And the whole dugout does it.
Everybody yells yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, and that came from Connor Clark, I believe.
Yeah, he hit a home run.
He hit a home run at BP and did that coming out of the cage, and so he thinks he's a home run hitter. So he finally got one out in BP, so he got pretty excited, and then the rest is history, I guess.
I love a good BP celebration.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how you know. Well, Coach Kaston, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck here this week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And fans, you can catch UT Tyler in the first game, 1:30 on Friday, right here against Central Missouri.